Moscow, where a CIA agent is told that her cover is blown. As per protocol, she heads to the US Embassy. Meanwhile, KGB agents arrest many other CIA agents and even take out the female agent as she waits outside the embassy. One of the agents meets KGB Chief Vasilyev, who wants to send a message to the CIA. A couple of days later, Mission Chief Lenny Miller receives a package that has the head of the female agent. A few years later, a scout for a modeling agency is in Moscow, and he gets a tip about some beautiful girls at a local market. He goes to the market, and after walking the packed streets, he eventually spots ANNAA, who's selling Russian dolls. She's a beautiful blonde who speaks English, and the scout is in love. He offers her a job at his modeling agency, and she accepts on the spot. A few weeks later, ANNAA arrives in Paris, where she meets the people at the agency who are excited to have her. One of the handlers takes ANNAA to her shared apartment, and there, ANNAA meets Maud for the first time. After getting to her room, she finds out she's been booked for a job the very next day. She doesn't have any experience, and her photographer is a crude man, but as he shoots her in different poses, he becomes an admirer. That day, ANNAA returns home to find some other people messing around in her room, so she goes to Maud's room. That's how the girls start dating. A few more months go by like this. Then, one day, ANNAA meets Oleg at a party. He's one of the partners at the agency. He's also Russian and invites ANNAA to dinner. ANNAA starts seeing him, and one day she's at his apartment when Oleg asks why ANNAA is hesitant to get intimate with him. She tells him that she wants to know more about him, so Oleg confesses to her that he's a smuggler who's involved in the illegal arms trade. At this point, ANNAA leaves to use the restroom. When she comes back, she shoots Oleg in the head and kills him. In fact, ANNAA is an assassin who was living the life of a junkie with her abusive partner in Moscow a few years ago. She applied to the Navy to improve her life, but things got worse. One day, her partner forced her to ride in a stolen car, and they went to an ATM to get some cash from their victim. Things turned south when the police arrived and they had to run. During their high-speed chase, they took down cops and even got into an accident. Somehow, they made it back to their apartment. That's when ANNAA met KGB agent Alex for the first time. Alex told her to listen to him after he shot down her partner. Alex saw ANNAA's application and found out that ANNAA's father was a lieutenant who died in an accident. ANNAA was a smart girl, and she was great at chess, but after becoming an orphan, she became a junkie. He offered ANNAA an opportunity to become a KGB agent. In return, he promised to provide her a great life after 5 years of service. ANNAA didn't like this opportunity, and she cut her wrist to end her misery. But Alex convinced her to give life another chance, and she took it. Alex introduced her to Olga, who trained recruits. She was reluctant to take ANNAA, but ANNAA's intelligence impressed her, so Olga agreed to train her. ANNAA's first mission was to eliminate a guy in her restaurant and leave with his phone in 5 minutes. ANNAA got inside, but when she tried to shoot, she found out that Olga gave her an empty gun. The guards quickly pounced on her, and she had to utilize the parts of her gun to stab the first assailant. She then used their guns to take them down one by one. There were dozens of men attacking her, but ANNAA used her training to eliminate them all. Then she started looking for her target, but the guy smashed her head and took her down. However, ANNAA finished the target by stabbing him multiple times with a fork. She then grabbed the phone and ran out, but Alex had already driven away. ANNAA walked for 5 hours to get to Olga, who told ANNAA to always check her equipment before a mission. A few days later, Olga drove ANNAA to her new apartment and asked her to study the life of a model. During this time, they guided the scout to the market, and eventually he found ANNAA. When ANNAA arrived in Paris, Olga called her on a payphone to tell her about Oleg. After this, ANNAA got close to Oleg, and then she eliminated him. She took down his guard and even made sure to remove all the CCTV data. But she was seen leaving the hotel, and that's why she's now sitting in an interrogation room, where Agent Lenny is questioning her. ANNAA tells him that she was there to meet Oleg, but she kept waiting in the lounge and he never showed up. Lenny has no proof of ANNAA's involvement, so he lets her go. Olga contacts ANNAA after this and tells her that she's coming back to Moscow in a week. During the trip back home, ANNAA meets Alex, who's been dating ANNAA secretly. She is then taken to Vasiliev, who still doesn't trust ANNAA. ANNAA tells Vasiliev how many targets she's removed and also asks if she can leave after 5 years. Vasiliev pulls out a gun at her and makes it clear that the only way she can leave is by dying. Disappointed, ANNAA returns to Paris, where Maud is waiting in their new apartment. ANNAA is clearly pissed off with KGB, and she calls Alex. He tells ANNAA to wait for the right moment and promises to support her if she tries to get out. A few days later, ANNAA is modeling again, but the photographer is wasting too much time. This makes ANNAA mad, and she beats up the guy really bad before leaving. She's immediately taken to Olga, who has a new mission. ANNAA's target is a corrupt German diplomat. ANNAA is going in as a prostitute, and it's supposed to be a simple mission. She goes in and takes out the gun from under the sink. After a few minutes, she leaves the apartment with a briefcase and goes to Olga, but Olga notices that ANNAA didn't bring the target's finger and even left her watch in there. So ANNAA goes back and returns with the severed finger. She looks exhausted, so Olga gives her a week-long break. ANNAA uses it to go to a sunny resort with Maud. ANNAA returns from the trip with a postcard for Olga. In the next year, ANNAA eliminates targets in trains, toilets, and even parking lots. Then one day, she's returning a hard drive to Olga when she gets invited to Moscow again. She's meeting Vasiliev, but before that, she makes love to Alex in the boiler room. She then meets with Vasiliev to play a game of chess. However, the game ends with ANNAA shooting Vasiliev in the head. It turns out that while trying to assassinate the diplomat, ANNAA was arrested by Lenny. Lenny didn't believe ANNAA's story because she holds the purse differently from her duplicate, who left Oleg's building after his murder. ANNAA was screwed, but Lenny offered her protection and freedom if she worked for the CIA. Since she had no choice, ANNAA agreed to be a double agent for a year if Lenny could settle her in Hawaii afterward. When ANNAA needed the target's finger, Lenny even provided her that. In fact, during her trip, ANNAA met up with Lenny, who was staying in the same resort. He promised her that he would keep her safe as long as she did as he asked. ANNAA felt a genuine connection to Lenny, but she was being monitored on that trip by Olga, so she snuck out in the night. She went to Lenny's room, and they spent a romantic night together. Then one day, she met up with Lenny in a hotel, and after making love, he told her about a mission. He wanted to eliminate Vasiliev because the guy was unhinged, and he was responsible for the death of all those CIA agents 5 years ago. Lenny had already placed the gun in the KGB headquarters, and he promised ANNAA complete freedom if she completed that mission. So ANNAA agreed, and after making love to Alex, she took out the gun from the boiler room and used it to shoot Vasiliev in the head. She then neutralizes Alex by injecting him with a tranquilizer. She also downloads some sensitive files and leaves the office through a back door. Outside, Lenny is waiting for her in a car. However, things get complicated because Alex presses a button to call the secretary, who sounds the alarm after seeing Vasiliev's body. The building is going into lockdown, and guards are trying to stop ANNAA, but she's shooting them down left and right while trying to escape. She eventually makes it to the back tunnel, and there she uses hand-to-hand combat to take down dozens of guards. The door is closing, and more guards are arriving, but she sneaks out in time. Outside, the alarm rings, and Lenny is forced to drive away. He's worried about ANNAA and goes straight to Maud's apartment. He asks her all sorts of questions, but Maud has no idea where ANNAA is. So Lenny returns to the US, where his colleagues are congratulating him for Vasiliev's death. Lenny, on the other hand, is worried about ANNAA, but he cheers up after receiving a text from her. She wants to meet in a park in Paris, and Lenny goes there under high surveillance of the CIA. However, Alex is also there, along with dozens of KGB agents. Lenny realizes it and asks for backup, but right then ANNAA shows up. She tells both men that she has stolen some sensitive information from them, and if she dies, the information will end up in the press. She wants to live in peace, but Alex tells her that in 6 months, the information will be obsolete and she'll be hunted again. ANNAA, however, is okay with 6 months, so she gives them a copy of the information and leaves. The agents are still on high alert, but they love her, and let her go. However, Olga confronts Anna and shoots her multiple times. This causes a scene, and all the agents gather in the park. While they're in a standoff, Anna switches with the dead body of a similar-looking girl. She was working with Olga all along, who knew that Anna was a double agent. Olga gave the go-ahead for Vasilyev's assassination and helped Anna escape. After getting back, Lenny and Alex both try to see Anna's body, but the local cops quickly cover it up. Meanwhile, Anna goes underground and changes her appearance dramatically. She then leaves that place and vanishes. In Moscow, Olga becomes the new chief of the KGB. She turns on the laptop and finds a video message from Anna, who wants Olga to remove her file. To make sure that Olga doesn't betray her, Anna even recorded a video of their conversation about Vasilyev's assassination. So Olga has no choice but to remove the file. The film ends with Olga smiling at how much Anna has improved.